Hello everyone, this is Amir with my failover clustering video using Hyper-V. In this video I am going to configure a highly available virtual machine. You will see a move VM part, moving a storage to iSCSI target, configuring a VM as highly available, failover virtual machine which will be a live migration, and at the end I will configure drain on shutdown, and I will explain to you what that is and what that means. So I am going to continue. As you know that this is my last part, which is a part number 3. Let's look at the roles. What we have so far, nothing you can see, and we have 2 live nodes. These are my disks, available disks. So I have provisioned 3 disks through iSCSI, 20 GB each. I am going to create a new virtual machine by using an existing VHD. So you're gonna see all of these operations right now, and I'm going to move my virtual machine from default location. I meant VHD from a default location to my cluster storage folder under volume 1. So just copy, I would say just move it right from this location to my root drive under cluster storage location. So I'm going to cut directly and paste under my C:\cluster storage under volume 1. So that is the VHD which I am going to use to create a new virtual machine, which is not a GUI but which is a nano server. So I am going to use just as a demo purposes. So once I move this one to the desired location, which is my C drive, cluster storage, and volume 1. So I'm gonna pull this machine back from this location into my new virtual machine wizard. So let's go and start a new virtual machine from my console, failover console. So from the roles, you can right click on the roles, or you can go under your action and start a visit for a new virtual machine. You can select a cluster node. I am going to choose the first one, and we host 3 where I am going to create that virtual machine. Then I will migrate to, and we host 4. I will change the owner, and you will see that if one machine is offline, you still can access to your VM. So you can give them any name. So I am going to add a cluster VM. This name could be different, whatever name you want to give them at this time, because we are going to use existing VHD. I can change this location. This will be my location where I have my VHD, C:\cluster storage, and you can click on select folder, at my volume 1, and click on next. We can leave as generation 1, and we also can take some minimum amount of memory, for example 256, and I will not change anything right from here because this was just a demo to have a new VM, test the failover, start the VM if it's working or not first at the 3 location, then you go to NV4 location and make sure that this is working. So here I gonna select the same location where I have my VHD to bring VHD up. So that will be my nano server from volume 1. And now we have a new VM available. Once you click next and finish, you will have a new virtual machine. If you want to make sure that virtual machine is working, you simply can start and see that if it's working. But first let's go to check the settings of the virtual machine once you click on finish. So we will go and right click on this VM and go to settings, and we will check the processor compatibility. So you can expand the processor by clicking on the plus sign, and compatibility you can migrate to a physical computer with a different processor version. You can check the box and click on OK. Now we can test our VM. Once you click on OK, you can go and test that if VM works appropriately. So you should see a positive response that VM is working, and my owner is NV host 3 at this time. So once the machine is working, we can test back from the other node LON-NV host 4. So let's move on to the other end. If you look at the left corner in the middle right over here, you will see this is NV host 4 machine where I am going to open my FailOver cluster manager. So now we are going to begin moving test a cluster VM. From the roles you can see the same VM is there. We can right click and move, and we select the live migration option. So we are going to move now node. So I am on NV host 4. Move live migration. You can choose select nodes, and you will see the available one is NV host 4. So we are going to move VM from NV host 3 to NV host 4. Just read carefully and try to understand what is the process we are going to run. Once we move here, we can click on test. You can see the icon is changed, live migrating status, and you can move to the right side and look at your live migrating. So that's how you are migrating this from VM3 NV host 3 to NV host 4. Once you move, you also can test that if VM is working appropriately. So moving is done. and we can test that. We can start the VM. So we don't have to log in. It is a nano server. It is not a GUI. It is a command line based only, like a server core environment. Now we are going to do a drain on shutdown option that can be performed through the PowerShell. So while we are running the PowerShell, I can explain to you a few things about it. Drain on shutdown feature performs a live migration of VMs during shutdown, even if the node wasn't placed in a maintenance mode, but we should do that. The drain on shutdown feature is enabled by default. So this is the verification command. One answer means enabled. Properties are enabled. So 0 means disabled. So these are the settings what we have on drain on shutdown. So by default we should receive an answer 1. So we just validated or verified this option. So we are going back into LON-NVHost3. Now you see the owner node has been changed to LON-NVHost4 from NVHost3. So while we are on 4 now, we can shut down 4 and we will see that the failover will happen again. So we're supposed to see node 3 back from 4 once we have 4 shutdown, or if 3 shutdown is supposed to be 4, 4 shutdown supposed to be 3. Either way it should work. So I am going to shut down my 4 right now. So this would change to 3 now, because it was 4. So either way, so it depends where you are. So now you can see the live migrating. Now system is running and my owner node changed to NVHost3. So technically we did the job perfectly. We understood, and we should understand the process of this environment. Again, my suggestion is to watch video number 1, video number 2 and video number 3 to understand this environment completely. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.